Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Wanted to pop in. Hey, been a long day for me, been coaching. Thank you to all of you who have visited mymentor.life. Remember, that's mymentor.life, not .com. Wanted to do a video on this, how to date. Now, I talked to you about being abstinent, meaning abstaining from intercourse, saving yourself. Now, not everybody will be able to make it all the way to marriage. I understand that. To be honest with you, in this day and age, with men, if a woman makes a man wait longer than he has ever waited, that in itself earns so much respect in his eyes that he's like, wow, she is totally different. So set your goal to make it until marriage. Because don't say, well, I want to make it 1 month. I want to make it 3 months. I want to make it 6 months. Say, no, I want to make it until marriage. I want to save my body. If you're in the V club, virgin, then you already on that. If you are born again virgin, you newly abstinent, some of y'all calling it celibate, and some of y'all calling it celibate. I'm celibate. I'm like, no, you ain't, because you don't even know how to spell the word. So whatever you calling it, save yourself until marriage. But see, this is what it should look like, okay, when you dating. Number one is the man should approach the woman. The reason why is because the man is the one who has to get on one knee and say, will you marry me? So he needs to lead by first approaching the woman to say, hey, I like you, or I'm interested in you, or hi ma'am, what is your name? Would love to ask if you're single. However he does it, he needs to approach. When a woman approaches a man, whether you send him a DM trying to flirt, or whether you walk up to him, that is like a gazelle approaching a lion. When a man approaches a woman, that is like a lion approaching a lioness. So you either want to be his lifetime partner, a lioness, or you want to be his lunch, a gazelle. So understand, it is of the importance that a man approaches you. Another reason why the man needs to approach you is because it takes confidence. It takes confidence, and if a man does not have the confidence and the strength to approach a woman, to walk up to a woman and say, hey, I see you, I'm interested in you, I would like to get to know you. If a man cannot do that, I'm here to tell you and guarantee you he does not have what it takes to lead a household. Because leading a household is way harder than approaching a woman. When you got to be making the decisions, getting up off your butt, going and do your work as a man, and that takes responsibility, being 100% faithful, loving your wife, loving your children. That is not easy. So if he can't even approach you, and a lot of women, they go and they make them excuses and they say, oh, well, what if he's shy? What if he's shy? Some men are introverts. 70% of men are introverts, might be 80%, but that does not matter. The one area a man has confidence in is when it comes to a woman. So if he does not muster the courage to come and talk to you, I don't care how many times you've seen him at church, at work, or wherever, if he cannot muster the courage to come and talk to you, you are not the one. You are not the one, and he is not ready. Point blank, period. Do not try to argue with me on that. So save it. The next thing is when a man approaches you and he shoots his shot, and you like what you see, you like his energy, you like his approach, and you say, okay, cool, we can talk. Here's my number. You need to give the man your number. I've been hearing women say, oh, well, he gave me his number because I wouldn't give him mine. that doesn't make any sense. Because if you want to be courted, then you need to give him your number so he can show you how serious he is about you. If you give him your number and he doesn't call you within 24 hours, when he does call you, lose his number. Or when he does call you, don't answer it. You shouldn't be answering your phone anyways if it's not in your address book. And if he shoots you a text, then that text should be within 24 hours. Here's the thing. In the beginning of dating, this is another thing. When he reaches out, it needs to be, if he texts you to say, hey, how are you? This is such and such. Your response should be, hey, I'm doing great. How are you? Then his response, it needs to be timely, not an hour later because he just texted you. Now, if you took an hour or two to text him back, then it's different. He could be busy when you text him back. But if he texts you and you text him right back, which is what you should do if you're there and you're available, don't get into the mind games. Don't be playing mind games. Oh, he texted me, I'm going to make him wait an hour. When we play mind games, everybody loses. So if he texts you and you're available, text him back. But don't text him if you're driving. Don't text him if you're working. Don't text him if you're spending time with your little ones or your family. Do not neglect what you're doing to respond. But if you are available, then respond. And then when you respond, now, if it's right when he wrote you, he should be writing you back. If he writes you, you write him right back, and then you don't hear from him for an hour or something, when he writes you back, it should be with an apology. So sorry, got a phone call. So sorry, got into a wreck. So sorry, this right here. If he just come right back, just picking up on the conversation, and you just met him, lose his number. Lose his number. So in the beginning, ain't no playing around. Ain't no playing around, with a man. And I'm speaking on this side because it's the man who should be doing the pursuing. Now, if the man texts you first and you text him back, instead of having a text conversation, your next message needs to be, hey, give me a call when you're able. I don't really do text like that. Give me a call. So now he needs to be, okay, when are you free? When can I call? You say, I'm free now. You say, oh, I'm tied up right now. I'll call you such and such time. He needs to be calling you within 24 hours. So if this is a red flag, if you meet a man and in the beginning, all he's doing is texting you, you wasting your time. That means he is in a relationship. It means he's in a relationship, or it means he's juggling too many women and he doesn't have phone time for you. You can't play those games. So if you get him on the phone and you're talking to him, now we got some here. Now we're going somewhere, okay? So now when you on the phone, this is what you have to realize in dating. You need to have an hour conversation if time permits. If this is someone that you are interested in and he is interested in you, every single day, y'all need to talk 1 hour a day. If it's broken up in 15-minute increments, okay, cool. If it's broken up in half-hour increments or 20-minute increments, okay, cool. If you talk a whole hour, okay, cool. The only time you should talk more than an hour in dating is if you don't have anything else to do. This is what I mean. Do not neglect your homework, your children, your sleep, your work, or anything of that nature to be on the phone with somebody. Because some people will take your time and they know that you are neglecting things, and what you're showing them by neglecting these things, you are showing them that you don't love and respect yourself and that you are semi-desperate. So that lets a man who may be a grown boy, that lets him know he can get over on you. he can get more from you than he deserves. So you talk an hour a day, okay? Now listen, you need to have 10 hours of talk time, meaning you talking, if you talk 7 days or if you talk 5 days and then the weekend, let's say he's with his family, meaning if he has, 1, 2, 3, I don't know how many he done brought into the world, but if he's with them, okay, cool. Let him give them their time. If you have your own, you give yours your time on the weekend. And so you can make an exception to the rule there. But Monday through Friday, then that's your time. You talking an hour a day. If you have the time after you done put yours to bed and it's 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, then you can have that conversation. Sunday, you need to be in the bed getting ready for work Monday. So you don't need to be on the phone 10 to 11 or 11 to midnight, okay? Listen to what I'm telling you. So now you're not neglecting your responsibilities. And then here's what's going to happen. Y'all talking, you need to talk about 10 hours. And where I say 10 hours, this could be give or take now. But what I'm saying is you don't need to talk to somebody within 24 hours of meeting, have an hour conversation, and then the next day y'all meeting up on a date. See, what this 10 hours does, it give you some time to see if this person is crazy. You get to hear some things, you get to hear, and if this person trying you, if this person disrespecting you. When I say trying you, I mean talking nasty. When I say talking nasty, that could be being mean, or it could be being nasty. What he wants to do to you. Or do you do this? Do you do that? Send me a picture of it. Show it to me. If he going right there, now you know you got a grown boy. He just looking for a wham bam, thank you ma'am, lose his number. But if he talking about life, love, business, dreams, hopes, goals, and that's what he's talking about, and he's not talking about anything sexual, now you on to something. That don't mean you roll out the red carpet. That don't mean you so turned on you ready to be spread eagle. It just means that now you got a little something and you got to pay attention and keep watching. So now here's what's going to happen. After you feel comfortable, depending on who you are, how old you are, and where you from. Some of you fast. Some of you fast, or like fast, F-A-S-T, mannish, hot, fresh, whatever term y'all use. Some of you fast. So 2, 3 hours, 5 hours worth of talking, you ready to go on you a date. Now some of you was raised by a worrywart. What I mean by that, you raised by a worrywart. You raised by the person who tell you to go check the mailbox. When you walk out the door, they lock the door on you. You got to stand and knock on the door to get back into the house. And they just sent you 5 feet to the mailbox. You raised by somebody like that. So you so scary that now you need to have 20 conversations. You want you 20 hours of talk time before you ready to go on a date, because you think everybody you meet want to chop you up and put you in their freezer. So, okay, cool. Better to be safe than sorry. So when you ready, the average number should be around 10 hours of talk time. The man needs to ask you on a date. He needs to ask you on a date. If you talk to a man for 30 days, 30 hours, and he has not asked you on a date, and y'all live in proximity of each other to where you can get together and go on a date, lose his phone number, lose his number. He either in a relationship or he broke, busted, and disgusted. And he is not creative, he is not ambitious, because even if he's broke pocketed, he could walk you around the lake. Y'all could go walking around the lake. Y'all could go walk around downtown. He could at least afford one of them slices of pizza out the window downtown. If he can't do that, go on about your business, because he needs some more time to get himself together. And don't y'all confuse this and be all in the well, Tony, what you just told us to date a broke man. You just said it's about his character. Understand this. If a man got character, he gonna be able to afford a date, because character gonna have him working double time, working overtime. He gonna be able to afford a date. Now he might not be rolling in the dough, but he can afford to walk around downtown and get one of them slices of pizza out that window. Understand what I'm telling you. Now listen to me. So by average of 10 hours of talk time, now you could go on a date. When you go on the date, listen to me. When you go on the date, you need to get yourself to the date. If y'all live in New York, then y'all on them people train. We don't move like that in Florida, okay? If you got to do Uber, Lyft, bicycle, tricycle, car, rent a car, borrow a car, friend got to drop you off. If your friend want to go on a date, hey, can my friend come? Absolutely. Whatever make you feel comfortable, but get yourself to the date. When you get yourself to the date, he get himself to the date. So don't let him pick you up, because after this date, you might need to cut him off. So you trying to be cute, you want to be Miss Priss, you trying to act like a queen from Queens, you letting him come pick you up. Now he know where you live. You find out on the date, he slapped crazy. So now you tell him to lose your number. Guess what? He could lose your number. He got your address. So get to the date yourself, okay? When you get to this date, you need to keep this date between 2 and 4 hours. Because if you go longer than 4 hours, he gonna start to feel himself. He gonna start to realize you giving him a whole lot of time. You weakening your position, and he gonna realize that he really, really working on you. He getting you hot and ready like Little Caesars. And if he spend that much time with you, he might be trying to go back to your place or ask you to go back to his place. And you might actually be hot and ready because of all that good conversation and quality time. Because you still struggling with your loose booty ways. So understand that and know your boundaries. Now, if you know you ain't struggling with loose booty ways, okay, the date could go 4 hours. But what you got to realize is you got to have a life. So you got somewhere to go. Oh, I got to get going because I need to get home and get ready for tomorrow. I don't care if tomorrow's Saturday. You got something to do. Your dream work is on Saturday. You working on building your dream on Saturday. I don't care if tomorrow's Sunday. You getting ready for church. You got to be church. You on the usher board. So you got to go. About 4 hours, you need to go. And so at this date, this is a public place where you can talk. So just go out to eat. Go out to eat or go somewhere where you walking. Okay? Bowling is not a good first date because you're throwing your arm out and you're tired. So your arm hurting, your back hurting, you breathing hard. Skating is not a good first date. You tired, you falling, or if you could skate, you still breathing hard, it's not a good date. You need to go out to eat. Go out to eat, but not a jazz lounge. You need to go out to eat somewhere that got like an outside patio. You could get your food and y'all could sit out there and y'all could talk about 2 hours. Get your appetizer, 3 courses. If he can't afford that, then he's not going to suggest that. He gonna suggest y'all go walk downtown or y'all go walk around the lake. And so y'all might not live somewhere with a lake, but he gonna send you to a cheaper option. You need about 2 hours on this date. You need minimum of 2 hours of talk time. When it's time to go home, you want me to take you home? Oh no, thank you. Oh no, thank you. I got it. The bus stop right there. If you up there somewhere where you take like New York, oh no, train station right there. Uber, I got an Uber. No, don't do that. You can't do an Uber. You cannot do an Uber. Oh yes, absolutely I can. Yes, I can. And don't be afraid to tell a man, honestly, we just met, so I'd rather do this Uber because we just met. I'm still getting to know you. It's okay for a man to know that you have some precautions, that you take your life serious. Is okay. He respects you for that. So don't worry about looking crazy. Now, you ain't got to make a whole big deal about it, and hopefully he won't make you make a big deal about it when you say, oh no, I got it. Because a man love to see that you got your own. Now, on the first date, when you go on the first date, as a woman, offer to pay your half. Now, all of y'all against this, but the reason why I say this is when you do this, you let a man know that I got me. You let a man know that I'm not looking for a handout. You let a man know that this is the first date. You are a complete stranger. I don't know you. I don't need nothing from you. I'm not like the rest of these here women. I can afford to pay for me. You offer to pay your half, okay? He's gonna appreciate that. If his money is where it needs to be, and if he's a good dude, he's going to say, no thank you, I got it. When he says that, you let him pay your half. Don't argue him down. Don't fuss and fight about it. Let him pay your half. He's showing you he's chivalrous. By you offering to pay your half, you got to see if he's actually chivalrous. If he doesn't offer to pay your half, if he says, okay, cool, all right, you got it, it's not an immediate red flag. What that means is that he just was not raised to court a woman. He was not taught about courting a woman, one. Number two, he could think that this is a part of the Me Too movement, the feminist movement, and he could feel like you doing this for women's empowerment. And if he says, no, I got it, that you could take it as he's stripping you of your independence and your right to have yourself. And honestly, men walking on edge like that today with this here Me Too and this here feminist, it's good men who are scared to death. They don't even want to speak to you because, you know, they just afraid that some gonna get taken the wrong way. So don't get too caught up on if you don't offer to pay your half and you don't want to do that, it's not the end of the world, because 9 out of 10 times a man is expecting to pay and he's not expecting you to offer to pay your half. So don't worry about it. Me personally, I would tell my daughter when she going on her date, hey, you take care of yours, because I don't want Buddy thinking you owe him nothing. I don't want him getting no kind of feeling. I want him to know that he is not needed and to know his place. That's what I'm going to tell my daughter. That's what I'll tell my sister. Y'all do what you want to do because y'all know best. Oh, I refuse to pay for a first date. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we come to? Oh, so first we got to be dating the broke man. Then we got to be paying our own way. Oh my goodness. Why is it always the women got to make all the concessions? You mean to tell? Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm unsubscribed. You know what? Oh my goodness. And then it got to be, and then this is what women say that don't make no sense at all. Oh, on the first date, he paying. Now, once we get to know each other and once we become an item, I may offer to pay. That don't make no sense. Because when you his, that's when he gonna be paying for you. When you not his, that's even more of a reason for you to offer to pay your half, because this a stranger. You hear me? But do what you want to do on that. Now, after y'all date is over, you get yourself home. If he call you to check, make sure you got there. Okay, cool. He should call you or text you. We live in a text society. Don't get too offended if it's a text. Then after that, if y'all get on the phone after the date, you need to be getting ready for bed. So don't get on the phone and then be on the phone 3-4 hours, because you're giving too much time. You weakening your position. You showing him you ain't got no life. You showing him that you're desperate. So you need to have something that you need to be getting ready to do. Well, hey, thank you so much for calling and checking on me. I had an amazing time tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get in the shower and get ready for bed. I look forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Okay, all right. And he might be, oh, you got to go? You got to go? What you? Yeah, unfortunately, I got to go, because talking on this phone ain't going to pay these bills over here. And This light bill is sitting on this desk, looking at me, sitting on this countertop looking at me. So I need to go on, get to sleep so I can get up tomorrow and be productive at work. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Now he make you hang up on his butt. Is what it is, but he'll let you go. After that, he need to be calling you every day. Listen to me. Y'all get hung up on the wrong things. When you on that date, don't get hung up on if he open your door, if he pull out your chair. Don't get hung up on all that. Don't get hung up on if he pay for the whole date. Don't get hung up on if he let you pay your half. Don't get hung up on all that. Now, the one thing you ought to get hung up on, if he asks you if you got it. You got it tonight, and he's serious. Not if he joking now, but if he's serious. Or if he asks you, so we're going half, you're going to put your half in, that's totally different. So now you all in the comments, you done sprain your thumbs telling me how sorry I am, and you done missed this part of it. That's totally different. If he asks you, do you got your half, or is this on you, put your track shoes on and run. Date over with. Or just get through the date. Actually, don't even argue with him. Don't even go back and forth with him. Pay for it. Just count it as you just paid for a course on dating. Just pay for it. So, okay, yeah, I got it. And then he think he got him one. He think he got him a meal ticket. He think he got him a do-girl. Then tomorrow when he call, the number you have reached is no longer in service. Whatever he got to hear, you put him on the block list. Don't never talk to him again, because he a grown boy. Okay, now after the date, you done got home, he done checked on you. If he don't check on you, don't get hung up on it. We get too hung up on this little stuff. Not everybody is raised to court people. People tell me all the time, hey, let me know you got home safe. Man, I go home and go to sleep. God know I'm home safe. I ain't got to tell you I'm home safe. What you gonna do if I ain't safe? Nothing. So don't get hung up on the little petty stuff, okay? The next day, y'all talking another hour. Now, y'all need to be talking every day for an hour, okay? And y'all need to go on a date once a week. Once a week and talking every day. Unless it's extenuating circumstances that prevents you from being able to talk. Now, if a man calls you every other day, let him go. If he calls you every 3-4 days, let him go. A man who is serious about you and truly interested in you, he like the way you look, he like the way you walk, he like the way you talk, that man gonna call you every day. You hear me? If he in the Navy on a submarine, he in there on their little text phone trying to get that message through that ocean to you. If he is into you, he could be in any part of the world, he getting a message to you. You hear me? If he's into you. If he's not reaching out to you, keep it moving. Go ahead about your business. Listen to what I'm telling you now. Now, 30 days. If you have talked every single day, let me hurry up on this video. I got to go and get home. Y'all see it getting dark outside on me. I'm in here, everything reflecting. In here, I'm in the MyMentor.life corporate headquarters. So that's why there's glass behind me. Now listen to me. After 30 days, if you are the one, he's going to say to you, hey, you know, you really, and this might happen faster. It might happen in a week. It might happen in 2 weeks. And now it's some caveats and some nuances to this now. Y'all hear them vocabulary words now. So now listen to me. In 30 days, he's going to ask you, if you are the one, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. Would you be my girlfriend? Can we be exclusive? You cut off all the dudes. I'm cutting off all the ladies. Just me and you. Within 30 days, he popping that question, if you are the one. If it comes sooner than that, 1 week, 2 weeks, there need to be no intercourse involved. It need to be no nasty pictures. It need to be no kind of sexual favors involved. And he need to be gainfully employed, meaning he need to have a job. He need to have him a place to stay, and he need to have him a car, and he need to have citizenship in the country that y'all reside in. If he does not have transportation, if y'all don't drive where you live, he need to have money for the bus and the train or whatever y'all ride. If he does not have transportation, a place to stay, a job, and citizenship, and he asks you to be his woman inside of 30 days, it's a red flag. Put your shoes on and take off. Because he's not looking for love, he's looking for help. Okay? All right. 30 days, he asking you to be his girlfriend. The absolute longest is 90 days. By the 90-day mark of dating, if he has not asked you to be his girlfriend, you need to cut him off, lose his number, and keep going. This where y'all make the mistake at. This why y'all in these deadbeat relationships. This why y'all are career daters. This is why. Because you go past that 3-month mark, still not having a real commitment. Okay? Now understand me. Listen to me here now. When y'all become exclusive, everything need to stay the same. Do not open your legs. Do not move in together. And do not be doing anything nasty. You hear me? Singing on the microphone. Him gonna start asking, can he eat some peach cobbler? Nothing nasty. Okay? Nothing. None of the little stuff that y'all get into trying to beat around the bush. Oh, well, we just do this. Oh, well, we just hot dogging. Oh, well, we just doing this. No, nothing. This is what they need to look like. Phone calls and dates. Now, when y'all exclusive, 90 days in, now he can pick you up, drop you off. But still at this point, inside of 6 months, you need to have no in-home dates that go past 8 o'clock. And he need to know this. Listen, I don't have anybody in my house past 8 o'clock. So I want you to understand, you want to come over and you want to cook, or we take turns cooking, or we get in there and we cook together, we need to be doing that. Dinner, 7, we start at 6, dinner at 7, 8 o'clock, I need you to go. Because I just don't do that. I don't do that with the life I live. It's just the boundaries that I have. Guess what? He gonna give you all the problems in the world. He gonna be questioning you, instigating, grilling you, begging you, coercing you. He gonna be doing all of that. But he gonna respect you. He is going to respect you. Okay? Keep your boundaries. So inside of 6 months, nothing past 8 o'clock. Now, if you saving yourself until marriage, then after 6 months, you could stretch it to 10 o'clock. But still, he need to be going to his place. You need to be going to your place. If y'all go somewhere, y'all do something, y'all going out of town, y'all going somewhere, then guess what? He need to have his room. You need to have your room. Okay? Ain't none of this here, we sharing beds. If you saving yourself, don't tempt yourself. You falling in love. You're making love to the mind. Eventually, now this what's happened. When you keep these boundaries and you keep a man on the phone and you keep him out and about dating. Now, after y'all done had several dates and y'all know each other, bowling, skating, skydiving, movies, air flying, all this stuff is okay. Putt golfing, all this is okay after y'all exclusive and you know each other. Before then, you need to be where you just can talk, okay? Now, here's what's going to happen. When you're keeping these boundaries and your legs are closed and you're with the one, you're doing nothing sexual. The only thing sexual you're doing is different here. A little peck on the lip. That's all right there. Just a little peck on the lips. You hear me? And cheek, forehead, lips. And with the peck on the lips, you ain't even getting all into the tongue. And if you get a little tongue, it's just a little y'all tongue But it ain't tongue wrestling, all this right here. Because when you're going to do all this right here, the next thing you know, then you're doing all this right here. And you got all this right here going. Next thing you know, clothes coming off. You hear me? So you got to have boundaries. Okay? This is the perfect dating scenario. 80-90% of people ain't going to be able to do this. Now listen to me now. Listen to me. I forgot one of the caveats in this now. Yeah, I told you I don't know what caveat. Somebody put the definition of caveat. I don't think it fit, but I'm still using it. I just like the way it sounds. Listen to this here caveat, okay? You cannot have these kind of boundaries if you ain't got your life together, okay? The 3 B's: brain, brand, body. You can't come in here with these kind of stipulations and these standards and you looking like who shot John and forgot to kill him, okay? You looking broke, busted, and disgusted, and you want to have these standards, what I'm giving you. This quality woman standards. This a woman on her game. This a woman with them 3 B's in order. If they not in order, you don't need to be dating. Because you can't come in there broke, busted, and disgusted, looking like the back of a 67 Chevy, and then want to have all these strict rules and regulations. Because he can be like, listen, you asking too much to be looking like that. You asking too much to be looking a hot mess. You hear me? Who you think you is? So he gonna be confused. And you'll be confused too if he had all these stipulations and he look a mess. You hear me? So take care of you first. Now listen, with these boundaries, let me hurry up. With these boundaries, this what's gonna happen. At month 12, between 12 and 13 months, if you are the one, he's going to propose. Okay? Because his third member, the third leg, his meat leg, is dry as the Sahara Desert. You hear me? And he ready to dip that stick in some Aquafina. So guess what? Because you made him wait 12 months, he knows you now. He knows your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your energy, your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your fears. He knows you because y'all been making love to one another's mind. Not body, but mind. So now he knows that you are his wife. It don't take longer than 12 months when you're doing things the right way. It does not take longer than 12 months. By that 12, 13 month mark, he getting on one knee, okay? When he get on one knee, you do not move in together. You don't start singing on the microphone. If somebody don't know what singing on the microphone is, please help them understand. You don't start singing on the microphone. He don't start eating no peach cobbler. You don't get no more benefits. You don't get no more benefits. Now, I forgot another thing in here now. I forgot something. In all this here process, y'all independent. You're not doing his laundry and you're not cooking his food every day. You're not doing all that. Okay? He doing his own laundry, he cooking his own food. When you cook for him, that's a date and y'all taking turns. You cook, he cook. Or you teaching him how to cook. He learning how to cook and he actively helping. He not on the couch at your place flipping through ESPN while you in the kitchen slaving. And if that's the case and you do that, then the next time is his time. Even if all he could do, if he don't know how to boil water, then let him put some hot dogs in the microwave. But he need to cater to you too. Y'all independent and you doing everything else beyond going on dates and talking on that phone for an hour and pecks on the lips. Pecks on the lips. Ain't no rubbing now. Ain't no rubbing in body parts. You ain't stroking. He ain't stroking and poking. None of that. Y'all doing this thing the right way. Now y'all gonna fall deep crazy in love. You hear me? But that's the point. That's the point of dating. And so listen, no husband benefits. When he asks you to marry him, listen to me. The size of the ring does not matter. It does not matter. It only matters if you know he really got it. Now, if he really got it and he get you a little diamond, you got to get a magnifying glass to see. Okay, he trying you. Okay, and that's a red flag, because you need to see if he too frugal for your liking, for your lifestyle. But you'll know that way before this. The size of the ring, the type of the ring don't matter. If you got real love, he could put a rubber band on your finger. Okay, do not trip on that. And I know it's easier for a man to say it, but I'm telling y'all end up missing out on good men because you worrying about the size of a diamond. One thing I know about a relationship coach and a former matchmaker, 9 out of 10 times, the bigger the diamond, the smaller the love. This is what I'm telling you now. This is what I'm telling you. The bigger the diamond, the smaller the love. You hear me? Because men buy that to compensate. When a man comes genuine, he gonna do a ring that makes sense. He not going broke and got to file bankruptcy and got to rob Peter to pay Paul just to give you a ring that you're gonna be knocking and banging up against the wall in the car door, chipping up the diamond. Diamond done fell out. You done lost the $50,000 diamond, and now you looking crazy. And then trying to file an insurance claim. Insurance claim show you a clause where you ain't getting nothing back. And a sensible man, he not doing that. He not focused on no ring. Okay. When y'all get engaged, don't get so caught up on the proposal and how he does it. Okay, he need to get on a knee, or even if he not on a knee, if he say, will you marry me? And y'all sitting down, don't get caught up on all that stuff. Focus on the love. See, women focus on the wrong stuff because you've been reading these books and these fairy tales. Oh, well, I want a man that's gonna be, he need to put one of them signs on the helicopter and fly it through the sky, say, will you marry me? And it need to drop roses down, you know, because I want to YouTube this. I dreamed about this all my life, and I want this to go viral. And so you worrying about the wrong thing. If he say, will you marry me? If y'all got a different type of relationship and he said, hey, so what you think about marriage? You ready? Because I'm ready. If that's how y'all talk, then okay, cool. Don't, because I done seen people go all out and go viral online for the proposal and be divorced within 5 years. I done seen it time and time again. Don't get caught up on all that. Let me give you an example. My wife ring that I proposed to her, I got on one knee. It probably was the wrong knee because I ain't know what knee to get on. It was on Christmas Day, and that ring was off of QVC or HSN for $69. It was a rose gold. It was a fake rose gold, fake 3-carat cubic zirconia for $69 because that's all my money could afford. I went from that to a $2,500 ring from K's, and I went from that to about a $3,500 to a $5,000 ring from K's Jewelers. Okay, I ain't getting no checks for saying these names. I ain't saying go there. I honestly don't even like K's, sorry, but the raggedy jewelry they got. But that's where I went, and still to this day, she got eternity bands, and she got some Cartier love rings that cost $1,000, and she wear a little set. Now I'm working on something crazy, but you know, we 13 years into marriage. We getting ready. March will be 13 years. And my wife ring that she wear on her ring, on her finger, probably $5,000. You see what I'm saying? It's not about that. Y'all focus on the wrong thing. Let me hurry up. And so when he proposed to you, the wedding needs to be within 12 months, meaning by month 24, y'all need to be married. If you slip up after the engagement and you get on your bike, y'all move in together, you start cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, trying to prove that you're a wife, which that has nothing to do with being a wife, because that ain't a wife role. In a healthy marriage, there are no gender roles, so don't feel like you got to be cooking and cleaning and swinging from chandeliers to prove to him that you're a wife. You already a wife. If you're a woman, you're a wife, because a wife is a woman, okay? That's all he need to know. He know everything else about you. So understand where I'm coming from with this here, okay? Now, when you take and you get engaged, everything stay the same. He got his place, you got your place, he got his transportation, you got your transportation, he got his job, you got your job. He ain't falling off. He ain't quit his job on the couch borrowing money from you. Nope. Any of that happen, and he ain't ambitious to go do whatever he got to do, flip burgers, get on the back of that truck that's going to mow lawns, whatever he got to do. If he ain't doing all that, then guess what? Go on about your business, because he done played you for the okie doke. And then when y'all get married, it need to be within 12 months. And then when y'all get married, now this when the new cherry is getting popped on the honeymoon. This when y'all moving in. And so that's how this thing goes. You keep this thing legs closed, eyes open. You two independent people who are courting, getting to know each other through this period of 12 to 24 months leading up to marriage. If by 24 months y'all not married, go on about your business. Go on about your business. The absolute longest is 36 months, and that is special circumstances. I said extenuating circumstances earlier, but I don't know what extenuating mean. Look it up. You ain't got to put it in the comment. I like the way it sounds. Okay. Extenuating circumstances is the only reason y'all go 36 months. If you got a doctor's order, and when I'm talking about like a love doctor, you done did a session with me, and I say, okay, that qualifies under the extenuating circumstances, you good to go 36, because he deployed, or he identity stolen, and he getting his life back together, flipped upside down, mother, father, brother, sister, went through tragic losses, back to back. Okay, you good 36 months. 36 months and one day you ain't married, got to go. Y'all gotta forgive the cleaning man in here, and I'm going around cleaning. You got to go. Okay, at that point, it's time to leave. So understand this. Go back through this, listen to this 3-4 times you need to. This is the perfect dating scenario. Shoot for this. You may fall short, but shoot for this, because like the saying says, it's not that we aim high and miss, it's that we aim low and hit. So understand that. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. I hope this bless you. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Make sure you click the links in the bio. I got the courses and the upcoming events. And continue. Some of y'all been going to mymentor.life. Some of y'all have booked a session with me. Thank you. I'm not the only coach on there, so look around, and it might be another coach that suits you better. That's mymentor.life. God bless you. We'll talk soon.